you know, he had played for Bob Dylan and Shania Twain just like it was a normal thing. I got an unexpected call over the weekend while I was out of town to play a gig with the country music legend Pam Tillis. She's an artist as well as a songwriter and actress, and she had a #1 hit song called Mi Vida Loca, as well as 12 other songs that were in top 10. A lot of people ask how I get gigs, and I've never really had a great answer because they happen differently. But this one, I got a DM from Haley Sullivan, who is Pam's piano player, and then a little bit after that, I got to see her perform at the Opry, and I got to go backstage because Smith Curry was playing with her. If you've seen any of my other vlogs, you probably know who Smith is, so he kind of got that all set up. And she DM'd me asking me if I wanted to play a show. I had 3 days to learn everything, 14 songs. So it's possible that Pam had been planning on hiring me to play a show, and I guess this one is the one. If you're coming with me, you need nerves of steel. When an artist hires somebody to play for them, usually they will send you a Dropbox folder that contains all of the recordings of the songs they want you to play. They have Nashville number system charts for all the songs. The thing is, though, is that the Nashville number charts are very helpful if you're playing an instrument with notes, but when it comes to drums, they're less helpful. So I take the Nashville number charts and then turn them into my own. I type them online, and then I have them on a little tablet so it's nice and organized. It's just very helpful being able to click on a search bar and look up their name to find their charts instead of going through a bunch of papers. Pam wants this set to be pretty much stripped down, acoustic, so I have a very minimal drum set and then my regular cajon rig. I can play all the songs on both, and so I'm just going to show her what I have and let her make the decision of which instrument she'd rather me play. Sound check, the rehearsal studio Pam and all of us practice at. All the musicians that played tonight have played with Pam many times, like at the Opry and on tour. They were all just killer players. They were amazing. Pam knows exactly what she wants, and she will not hesitate to tell you. It was really a great experience. I also found out that the show on Monday is actually going to be on radio, so that adds a whole other level of a stress factor. But it sure sounded good tonight, so I'm not worried. One of the weirdest things happened once the rehearsal was over, because when I went out to the parking lot, I saw that there were a bunch of tour buses, and I found out that all of the members who had just played in the band were leaving and going back on tour with different bands. But I didn't tell them I was going home to do homework. Another thing that was pretty strange was the guitar player at the end of the rehearsal was being really kind and complimentary, but then mentioned that, you know, he had played for Bob Dylan and Shania Twain just like it was a normal thing. I was gonna flex on him, you know, and tell him that I used to play in School of Rock, but I didn't think that was such a great idea after he said that. Anyway, it was such an honor and so fun to play with these kinds of musicians and play this kind of music, and I really hope I get to do it a whole lot more in the future. It's almost 11, it's a Monday, and I'm just now leaving school to head to a rehearsal with Pam Tillis. I had a social studies test today. Hopefully I'll play better tonight than I did on that test. So we have a rehearsal at 11:30. I'm pretty sure the show starts at 7 with a warm-up act and will go on at around 8. It's at Acme and it's on the radio, which it's a little scary, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really good show.
Check 1 2 2 2. Hey 1 2.
She's a member of the Grand Ole Opry. She's a 3-time CMA Award winner, including Female Vocalist of the Year, 2-time Grammy winner, 6 number ones. Give it up for Pam Tillis,
I'm not saying she's young, but she missed math class to be here tonight. No kidding. I think she's legal to be in here. It's okay. It's okay. But this is the first time she's ever played with me, and I kind of threw her into the fire. I'm kind of impulsive like that. Y'all give her a big hand. That's Mia.